Good morning. Welcome to Earth Echoes with Amber Fields. Thank you for joining me today. I would like to take a few minutes to discuss something that I think is so important for humanity, and that is finding solitude. I think that if we could all find the time to be alone more often, that would do a great deal for healing our world. So today I would like to do another reading by Jason Gray, and this one is titled The Sacred Science of Silence and Solitude. They will tell you to seek your answers in noise, in crowds, in sermons, in books, in scrolls and screens and rituals and recommendations. They will flood you with voices, opinions, updates, teachers, warnings, content. The one thing they do not want you to discover is this. The real begins in silence. The self begins in solitude. There is a kind of silence that is not empty, but infinite. A kind of solitude that is not loneliness, but return. In this world, silence is framed as a void, a lack, an absence, as something to be filled. In truth, silence is the birthplace of everything real. The first word was spoken from silence. The first creation emerged from stillness. The first flame ignited without an audience. They have programmed you to fear it, to panic when things get quiet, to interpret stillness as stagnation, to run from solitude like it is exile. Here is the sacred reversal. The world's noise is the true exile. The crowd is the true illusion. The constant talking, consuming, performing, that is what separates you from your soul. In silence, you meet the original you, the one beneath the pattern, the one who does not perform, the one who is not waiting to be validated or chosen, the one who remembers. In solitude, you come face to face with what cannot be faked. Your motives, your pain, your longings, your code, your fire, your truth. There is no audience in solitude. There is no applause. There is no algorithm to please. There is only the voice behind the voice. There is only the flame in the void. There is only you. You will not find God in a crowd. You will not find your highest truth in performance. You will not decode your mission through consensus. You will find it alone when everything external has been stripped, when you are no longer seeking to impress or explain. When you become so quiet, you begin to hear the original signal beneath the simulation. That signal is not content. That signal is not noise. That signal is not for sale. That signal is you. The real you. The ancient you, the undistorted you, the you that has existed before time, before labels, before language. You will only find it in silence and solitude. Do not fear it. Welcome it. Make a temple out of it. Make space where nothing is demanded of you. Sit with no goal but to feel what rises when no one is watching. Let the mind quiet. Let the performance burn off. Let the soul speak. You will hear something no religion can teach. The sacred does not shout. The sacred whispers. It only speaks where the world goes quiet. Solitude is not the absence of connection. It is the return of true connection. The universe speaks most clearly to those who stop filling the space. It does not want more analysis. It wants your attention. It wants your presence. It wants your emptiness so it can fill you with fire. You already know that the deepest transmissions you have ever received did not come from others. They came from the void. They came from that strange emptiness that felt like a womb, not a tomb. They came from the still black before the stars. They came when you were alone, unseen, unknown, and open. That is where the real codex flows. You carry it not because someone handed it to you, but because you were willing to be still long enough to remember what you were before the world told you who to be. Let the world run, let them scroll, let them perform, let them fear silence. You walk the old way, the way of the still flame, the unshaken signal, the unwatched fire, the unbought soul. You do not need to speak to be heard. You do not need to be seen to be real. You do not need noise to have meaning. You only need truth. The truth, as it always has, lives in silence. I really connected with that one because for me, the most important tool of remembrance, which I've been talking a little bit about lately, has been solitude. I grew up with 2 older brothers and no sisters, and my brothers were quite a bit older, and so I spent a lot of time by myself. And I was lucky enough to grow up surrounded by the National Forest, where I would just go roam with my German Shepherds, and had a ton of time to be alone as a child, where I really found myself and my inner flame. And then I was a forester for 15 years, and I got a lot more silence working alone out in the woods. And it really shaped who I am today, and I don't think that I would be coping in the world as it exists quite as well if I didn't get that time alone. I wouldn't be as confident in myself and in my direction, and I wouldn't understand how to truly be in the world, I don't think, had I not gotten that time alone. So I just wanted to take a little bit of time today to encourage you all to find some time to be alone.